And we're rolling.
All right, here we are.
Okay, yeah. What movie are we seeing today, Nick?
We're seeing Zootopia.
Oh man, as we promised months ago, we are seeing this movie.
We follow through, people.
Yeah. Oh man, there were probably other promises, and maybe we'll follow through on those as well.
Well, we made some promises not to see some movies, and hey, we didn't see them.
Oh my gosh, I still haven't. We're just really good at our promises.
When I say I'm not going to see a movie, I'm not going to cave.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's just the way I am.
Mm-hmm. They're just, who cares?
Right.
Just like, dang it, about that movie.
But we are seeing Zootopia. Lars, what do you think? What are your predictions?
I've heard nothing but good things.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Even from harsh critics of
really?
things.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, friends of ours
whose opinions we respect.
Whose opinions we respect and who are hard to please have said that this was good.
Right. We saw a trailer for it in other podcast episodes, and we've done reports on them. And from what I saw, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I think I'll have a good time. I think this might end up being a short episode.
Yeah. it's always kind of a balance. If it's a good episode, we don't have that much to say.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that. This ends up being like 10, 15 minutes, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a beer.
There you go. Perfect. Makes our jobs easier.
Yep. Anywho, probably not necessary disclaimer. If we have anything bad to say about this movie, it's not our fault and we don't take responsibility for it.
What if we super hate it, though? What if we're, like, deeply, deeply offended? There could be, like, a whole furry sex scene in it that just no one ever talked about. And we're just caught off guard.
And that's definitely going to happen in a Disney movie that has been just critically acclaimed.
Well, what if it's, like, someone snuck in and, like, replaced the reel, like Fight Club style, and we're the only ones who saw it?
It's like the internet strikes again.
Yeah, anonymous hackers. It could happen. It's a crazy world.
Wow. Well,
so
then,
I'm just gonna. I'm not.
We'll have a really fresh take on this movie if that happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm expecting it, but I'm going to prepare myself for just graphic scenes because you don't know. Cool. So that's my prediction.
Okay.
For this movie. I guess we'll report back later.
I guess we'll find out. We'll see how Nick's prediction bears out in the end.
Bears like an animal, right?
Oh, dang it. I'm already starting with the animal puns.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to really lean into animal puns.
If I know one thing, people just love puns. They can't get enough of them.
I know. They're better when there are more of them.
Mm-hmm.
Each pun is twice as funny as the last one.
Yeah. Because it's like a callback.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it's
like Archer.
This is like a joke in and of itself, but it reminds me of that other joke from 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Puns.
Great. So expect a lot of that this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I can't actually come up with any right now.
Yeah.
My brain has just been worrying, trying to think of animal puns.
I just rely on Nick for the puns usually.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like riding his coattails in the pun department.
Oh, you flatter me.
All right. But yeah, I guess not much else to say,
Yeah, I expect good things. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, well, I guess we'll go in there then.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
See you guys after the movie. We're rolling. We're back. We're out of the theater.
Yeah, we just saw Zootopia.
Yeah. Wow. So we should avoid spoilers first.
Yeah, we'll do the first half just talking about general things that we noticed about it, and
Yeah.
then we'll get into the intense spoilers in the second half.
Honestly, I have to say that it exceeded my expectations in every aspect.
It was really good.
It was
super duper good.
exceptional.
Because it wasn't just a fun kids movie throwaway thing. It had some cool things to say.
It definitely had something to say. Definitely had a message. Tugged at my heartstrings. I don't cry in movies, but there are times when I feel like crying, and that happened.
Yeah, if I really just let myself go, I would have, but I had to really contort my face and suck those tears back into myself.
Mm-hmm. More than one time.
Oh, yeah.
The animation. Holy crap, I could not believe how good the animation was.
Pretty tops. I mean, facial expressions alone, it was so expressive. It was great.
Oh, man, just like... just in terms, I get where to begin. There was so much personality. There was so much nuance. There were these little acting choices that felt very not eclectic, not esoteric, but just very, very personal, you know,
Yeah,
very,
totally.
very almost, you know,
Like they were real
quirky.
people.
Yeah. Like real people. They had very specific, Officer Hops. Her personality, she's such a go-getter, and she has all of these not quite contained little victory dances and motions that happen here and there.
And there were moments when I was looking at a character way off to the side of the screen, and their pupils were just looking all around. You could see there was so much intelligence behind their eyes.
Yeah, just everything just felt so alive, and the subtlety to it. There were little tiny motions happening all the time.
Yeah.
And it was, I can't think of a movie right now that I can think of that was like better animated.
No,
Just
it was great.
really just exceptional animation, like the best I've seen. And the character design and the appeal, in animation terms, the animation term
Which
of
is
appeal.
really hard to do in 3D. It's
Yeah.
easy to just kind of like draw something kind of cute, but looking at the billboards and of course seeing the movie now, you could see like it could easily just be like a nice line drawing. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, you keep the shapes simple, you keep the lines of action clean. Just clean shapes that just read really well and yet have so much subtlety to the acting, taking advantage of that really. So the animation's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, just top notch,
Yeah.
start to finish.
Speaking to the actual pacing of the movie, I thought it was also one of the most well-paced movies I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely, it was
no
perfect.
each scene was exactly as long as it needed to be. At no point was I ever bored. It was like, oh, now they're in like a totally different location. Now they're doing a totally different thing with the different people, and there's different stakes, different circumstances involved.
It clipped along, didn't waste your time at any point.
Just enough to like kind of convey the jokes and what was happening.
Everything landed.
Yeah,
Everything in this movie landed.
Absolutely.
Every moment. The writing, the dialogue was really snappy.
in every Disney movie, I'm expecting a few jokes where I'm like, yeah, okay, they made like a poop joke, very funny. No, there was none of that.
Nothing in this movie wastes your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything in this movie was in there for a reason that connected to other things in the rest of the movie and the overall story.
Exactly. Without getting too spoilery yet, there's a really good reason that they are animals in this movie. Whereas there's a lot of kids shows and movies and stuff where it's just like, yeah, they're talking animals and there's not really a point to it. They could just easily be humans. But in this one, it was all for a purpose. And that's smart.
This is actually the first Disney movie that we have reviewed. Good Dinosaur's Pixar.
Yeah.
But this is Disney.
Right, yeah.
And
Still, John Lasseter was involved.
sure, as
So
he should be.
Lines are blurred.
Yes. As this is the first Disney movie, I feel like I want to kind of just talk about what I see as the writing.
Okay.
For Disney. The writing is as much as I loved the animation in this movie, as much as it blew me away. Without a good story, without good writing, believable dialogue, snappy, such animation would go to waste.
Well, I mean, that was my thing with Good Dinosaur, where it was photorealistic backgrounds, and I mean, it all looked really great, but I didn't give a shit.
Well, so, and I'm just looking at Disney movies right now. I'm looking at, because I'm looking at recent Disney movies. I'm thinking about Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6, and now Zootopia.
Yeah.
To me, out of the ones that have come before, in terms of writing, Wreck-It Ralph is the best one.
Yeah.
And that's because the character arcs and the flow of the story, nothing is wasted, and the dialogue is snappy.
I sort of disagree. I think that there are some scenes in Wreck-It Ralph that drag a little too long.
That's a pacing issue, not a writing issue.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. The and I disagree, but I love that movie.
Okay.
But I feel people some people don't like Frozen. To me, Frozen wins me over again with the snappy dialogue.
Yeah.
I believe all the characters in Frozen, and that's a big part of why I like Frozen, because
Right.
I believe these characters and I'm invested in the story.
Sure.
For me, there's a lot to like about Big Hero 6. I did not feel like the dialogue was so snappy everywhere. I felt like the story wasn't so tight. I felt like there were a lot of things that didn't need to be there or should have been rearranged.
There are parts of it you can point to and say that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Whereas this movie, it had its own internal logic and consistency, and it all just worked.
Right. And the thing is, like, as far as Disney movies go, up until this point, I've been basically, in my head, has been the secret ingredient is Jennifer Lee. As she was the screenwriter of Wreck-It Ralph, and then had such a handle on the characters in Frozen that they promoted her from screenwriter to one of the directors, which doesn't happen. And then moving forward to Big Hero 6, which I felt didn't have such a tight story, didn't have such snappy dialogue. There were like 4 different writing credits on that movie, and I felt like maybe it was a case of too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, it kind of gets muddled.
Yeah, and I figured Jennifer Lee, not there, part of it. This movie, I was paying attention to the writing credits. There are 7 different story credits, but Jennifer Lee is like at the bottom, like, and Jennifer Lee. So almost like she's the most important one, that and billing. But the screenplay had just 2 credits.
Okay.
So this movie, very snappy, nothing was wasted, So I feel like it was a group of people who were very good at what they do, which included Jennifer Lee.
Working together to create a really cohesive piece that all fit together.
Yeah, and then just 2 people hammering out the nuts and bolts of the whole thing, giving us this snappy cop story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on board.
Cool. So I mean, for me, A+ story, A+ animation, 11 out of 10.
Mathematically impossible, but
yes.
You know what? I agree. 11 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I think this might be the first time we're totally in sync on it. 11 out of 10.
Well, and this is because this movie has no faults.
Yeah. I would be like, well, every movie has a fault. But I can't think of any.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, dog.
Whoa, we don't have notes, dude.
This is going to be a short one.
This movie has made liars out of us.
Lars and Nick don't have notes.
Lars and Nick don't have notes. Oh,
it's
crap.
over. This is the last one.
I'm going to
The perfect movie has been made.
I'm going to throw this iPhone on the roof of the theater.
Right. Well, we still need like an iPhone, though.
Yeah, it's a good thing I can't throw that high.
Okay.
I could probably almost, like I could get 3/4 of the way. Maybe 2/3. It's a pretty tall building. They gotta have whole big screens in there.
Yeah. I don't know how to get it up there.
I mean, I would underhand it probably, I would like jump with the action. Anyway, okay, so shall we get into spoiler territory? We've done our spoiler-free review.
Yeah.
You know what? Much like Anomalisa, I feel like I enjoyed this movie so much that I want to stress. Remember in Anomalisa, we sort of stressed
totally
the spoiler
see this
point.
movie before hearing
Yeah,
this part.
definitely watch this movie, you guys. If you watch any of the movies that we reviewed, watch this one.
So,
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So I was saying before, this movie over other movies.
Spoilers happening now. Spoilers happening. So go Nick. Spoilers.
It's the spoiler zone.
Yeah.
Pew, pew. Okay. So this movie over other movies had a real reason for them to all being animal characters. And yeah, it was like really cool that each character had archetypes that you can subvert and have like the rabbit want to be a cop when no one has ever done that before.
Yes, bunnies are carrot farmers.
Exactly.
Why would you want to be a cop?
But then there was the whole predator versus prey plot that drove a lot of the story and put this divide between the characters in like a really mature way that works for kids watching it just on an emotional level and really speaks to society.
Yeah,
it was like an important film.
The whole thing is a parable about prejudice and diversity as the animals get sort of separated into predator and prey animals, who are all living together in this civilization. And it was an interesting point because in nature, prey animals must outnumber predators.
Yeah.
For such an ecosystem to survive.
Right.
And as they point out in the movie, the prey animals outnumber the predators in the city 10-1, making the predators a minority.
Yeah.
Who end up getting discriminated against.
Sure.
And they're examples of people stereotyping in the movie, being ignorant in the movie, being prejudiced in the movie. You know, it's, gosh, it was like a lot of the stuff was like hard to hear, hard to watch. I was like wince sometimes at the things people say.
And there's a great moment at the end, or near the end, where the villain, I forgot her name, saying fear always works.
Yes.
And yeah, dog. But it's cool that they kind of did something with that.
Yeah, you know, and I just want to speak to like the bigger picture here. This movie is like the kind of movie that makes me proud to be in the industry that we're in, because I feel like kids are going to watch this movie and be better people when they grow up because of it.
Yeah, the message was you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, like
It's a free world. It's cool.
And that, but also like about judging books by its cover and about stereotyping people, because kids who see this movie, there were a bunch of kids in this theater. There were a bunch of 5-year-olds in this theater.
Impressionable little minds.
And they're going to
soaking it up like a sponge.
They're going to grow up and face prejudice in real life as adults. They're going to see those situations, and they're going to hear the echoes of the situations that they saw in this movie today and remember the lesson they learned.
Yeah. It was a great scene where they're on the track thing, whatever it's called. And Gondola. Mamma mia. And he's talking about how everyone just sees him as a fox, so that's all he's ever really tried to be, like a sneaky guy, because just that's how he's judged. And by the end of the movie, he learns that you don't have to limit yourself like that. And that's a really, really cool message for a Disney film.
Yeah. Gosh.
They've come a long way.
Yeah, no.
From kissing unconscious girls
That's
in Sleeping
right.
Beauty.
From
Good job, Disney.
16-year-olds marrying guys they don't know.
Right. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, really, really exceptional.
Yeah, it's rare to like watch a movie and like my heart just feels good afterwards.
Yeah.
It's great.
I want to see it again.
As I was watching it, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait to get this on DVD and just watch this whenever I want.
Blu-ray, dude. We got PlayStations.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I think this is one of those times. This is like Inside Out, where we come out and we don't have that much to say.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We could just talk about the parts that we liked, I guess.
We could, but you know, I almost like don't want to spoil it for them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, even that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, no, like what parts? I mean, gosh, I don't know. So many good things. He's like, oh, you're so cute. And she's like, okay, so like when a rabbit says like another rabbit is cute, like that's cool. But when you say it to me, it's kind of weird. And he's like, oh God, I'm so sorry. And it's like,
What a great character that was.
oh man. Yeah, no, he was great. Was that Josh Gad?
I don't know.
There were some Frozen alumni in this movie.
You were saying Kristen Bell?
Kristen Bell
Yeah.
as Priscilla, the other sloth at
Yep.
the DMV, and Josh Gad as, forget the name of the character, but the chubby cheetah working the
Yep.
front desk.
Right.
Really good.
Good times.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we don't have anything to say.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we don't.
Just see it.
We don't have any notes.
Yeah.
We're liars.
Sorry. This is the last one.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we always say we're liars, but this time we're saying it in the review instead of in the disclaimer before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do say that.
So really, we're on message.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Quick trailer report, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is also a short one because...
Next trailer report.
.com. But this is a short one because I also forgot to bring a pencil and paper.
And also, they only wrote 3 trailers. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So the first one was for Finding Dory.
Mm-hmm. Looks good. I'm gonna see it.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Does it need a sequel? Probably not.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty similar to the first one, just from the general impression.
Going on the underwater equivalent of a road trip.
Yeah, but you know...
Trying to find something.
Yeah, but I'll say this, Pixar does animated sequels better than anyone else.
Yeah, That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, I'll see it, of course.
Yeah.
I saw The Good Dinosaur, for God's sake. Welcome to the Good Dinosaur Hate Podcast.
I want every episode of this for you to hate Good Dinosaur more. I'm going to
compare every movie to Good Dinosaur.
I want it to be like a cancer of a memory that's just like getting worse all the time.
It'll be 30 years later. I'm still talking about Good Dinosaur.
You'll be talking about how it's the worst thing. You're like 30 years later when we're at episode, I don't know, 300 of this podcast. I want you to just be raving about the Good Dinosaur is worse than
I've actually descended into madness, and that's all I can ever think about anymore.
Yeah, I'm just writing Good Dinosaur in poop on the walls.
Yeah. Anyway, trailer report.
Trailer report. Finding Dory, we'll check that out.
Yeah, fine. Why not?
Okay. Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. Yeah, we already talked about it. I'm not going to see it.
Okay. You don't want to? Dude, I'd review it.
Yeah.
All right. We can talk about that more later.
Oh, all right. Angry Birds. It's a movie.
I don't know. I feel like we could review it.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It looks funny.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And Ice Age. Oh yeah. So
Ice Age Collision Course, which I think is also basically just Ice Age 5. Is it number 5?
Yeah. What is funny about that is there was a short, I guess, setting it up.
Right, yeah.
3 episodes ago. I was like, that was weird that he just went into space like that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But ancient alien flying saucers frozen in ice flows tens of thousands of years ago.
What a wacky concept. Oh, they're making a whole movie about it.
Yeah.
Well, except that it's just a catalyst for the meteor coming to Earth, and then it's all on Earth. But still, it's just funny that they would set that up a couple of years in advance.
Yeah, huh? Are they gonna? Is that short from like a couple of years ago going to become the first 2 minutes of this movie?
Because they showed it in the trailer for the movie. Some scenes from the short that they premiered in Hotel Transylvania 2? Was that it? Who cares? Cutting it out.
It might have been Hotel Transylvania 2.
Right.
So are we going to review Ice Age 5?
No. We can't review every movie.
Okay, if you had to choose between Ice Age 5 and Angry Birds.
Oh, Angry Birds.
Yeah, me too.
Looks like a much better film.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I've already seen one Ice Age.
I've already seen 3 or 4.
Uh-oh. That's
Maybe
a lot
only
of them.
3. Maybe
Okay.
only 3.
Cool.
I went with a friend this one time, and it was really funny because it was an ArcLight theater.
Okay.
And basically there was a showtime online that wasn't at the theater.
Oh.
So we show up to the theater and we're like, we would like to see Ice Age at this time, and they're like, oh, that showtime doesn't exist. And somebody's like, there's been more than one person has asked that. And they're like, oh, dang. And they're like, well, do you want us to just put it on for you? And we're like, what?
What?
So they put on an Ice Age for just us.
Was it the most magical night of your life?
It was, it was a little magical,
Okay.
It was very classy of ArcLight.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, I guess if everyone keeps showing up, we may as well just play it.
Yeah.
We got it.
But it was literally just the two of us in the theater. And they came out and did that little ArcLight, you're watching a movie speech.
Hey, you two. Check
yeah,
this movie
just
out.
to us. It was funny.
Don't you get into any trouble.
Yep. Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, well.
I guess that's it. You guys, go,
definitely watch it.
Go see Zootopia.
Yeah, it's really
good. Oh man, do that. Make plans for this week to go see it.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Cool. Thanks for listening.
Go see. Zootopia.
Edit this out.
Go see Zootopia. Oh,
that's my sign.
edit this out and go see Zootopia.